Hi, welcome to Section 4 to our course on close reading Shakespeare's Macbeth. I'm Edward Dunnigan, partnering with the Bund Education. In our last lesson, we took a look at the historical and the social context of Shakespeare's Macbeth. Now, today and for all future lessons, we're going to be focusing specifically on the text itself. So today, we're going to begin talking about some dramatic structure in Shakespeare's Macbeth, and some dramatic analysis of the way Shakespeare's Macbeth plot operates and produces an effect on the audience as it rises to its climax and reaches its tragic conclusion. Earlier in our course, I talked about how we're going to begin with a simple analysis of Macbeth, focusing just on the plot and the characters, and we're going to make our way to a more sophisticated textual and thematic analysis of the play. Today, we're right about in the middle. So some of what we talk about is going to be challenging. I would encourage you at home to go ahead and pause your video and re-watch anything that you have trouble with. And please make sure to refer to the play itself throughout our course so that you're able to read along and take notes in your copy of Shakespeare's Macbeth. So in today's lesson, we're going to ask ourselves three important questions as we move into this more sophisticated analysis of Shakespeare's Macbeth. So in our lesson today, we're going to be focusing on the dramatic structure of Shakespeare's Macbeth and how dramatic structure operates to produce meaning in the play. And we're going to try to answer three questions today. Question number one is, what's the basic organization of Shakespearean drama? How do we understand the way that it's divided into parts and how those parts work together to form the complete play? Number two, who is Gustav Freytag and what is Freytag's pyramid? As we're going to see, Gustav Freytag is an important literary theorist, a German literary theorist, and his theory of drama is going to be really important for the first stage of our analysis of dramatic structure in Macbeth. And number three, how does Freytag's pyramid shed light on Macbeth? So this is going to make more sense as we move into today's lesson, but we are going to apply this basic theory of dramatic literature to Macbeth and see what information it produces for us as readers and analysts of this important Shakespearean drama. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So the most basic thing we're going to do today, everybody, Shakespeare's plays, including Macbeth, would have first been written as scripts for actors. Now, the structure of a script, right, like the one we see right here, the tragedy of Macbeth, is different from the structure of a novel or a poem. So the first thing we need to master in order to understand dramatic structure in Shakespeare's Macbeth is the basic organization of the plays. Now, a play, or any dramatic text, is going to be organized differently than a novel or a poem. So, in Shakespeare's Macbeth, and indeed in all of his tragedies, the play is divided into 5 acts. An act is a part of the play. It's a collection of scenes. Every act is subdivided into multiple scenes. So something that's important for you to recognize is that if you might see an annotation of the play, and you should make sure you know how to understand that. Like, for example, sometimes you'll see on my PowerPoint, (3.3.15 to 17). What this means is that we're talking about the third act, the third scene, and lines 15 to 17. So Shakespearean drama is always divided into acts. The acts are divided into scenes, and then the scenes are divided into lines of speech by characters. So one key element of the dramatic structure of Macbeth is simply the organization of action and speech into acts and scenes. And if you've ever seen a play performed on stage, you've noticed that normally the curtains are going to close in between scenes. And sometimes the setting of one scene is going to change as it moves into the next scene. For example, the scene of Duncan learning about the battle in Act 1, that's different from the scene of Macbeth learning the prophecy from the witches in the subsequent scene. So now that we know that a Shakespearean drama is organized into acts, which in turn are organized into scenes, which in turn are organized into lines, let's proceed with a slightly more advanced theory of dramatic structure brought to us by German literary theorist Gustav Freytag.